Would you like to get further along in communication and more peacefully with someone that you care about? Or just someone who you have to work with, or someone that you kind of know and like? Alright. So, for divisive communication, which I think is happening quite a bit, it's about making one person wrong and one person right. And usually the person who wants to be right, um, I won't say usually, but sometimes the person who wants to be right, if they realize they're wrong, they so don't want to be wrong that they'll just like double down or get mad or get angry, still wanting to be right. We need to be able to smooth this out here on both ways. And this is done with respect, and it's actually done with honesty, which is saying, okay, so if someone believes something and then you know something different and you communicate it with them, in that moment where they're realizing it, instead of going, I told you so, stupid, you're wrong, or anything that might be perceived as that, instead of you say, well, that was true from what you believed up until that point. You're not wrong, you just know more now. And that's kind of like, it goes along with adaptation and indecision. If you are indecisive, you have the same amount of information and you're kind of flip-flopping. If you're adapting, it means that you have a certain amount of information and then you have more information, and that more information, when true, may completely change what you believed before. So that's adaptation. Now, indecision is going to waste a lot of time, but adaptation actually helps you to become a better person and to grow and to make better decisions. So if you're denying something happened, you lose respect from the other person, or if the other person is denying, well, no, I never said that, or worse, well, that's wrong, whatever you're saying is wrong, you're going to lose respect for them. That does not further the relationship. It doesn't deepen it, it doesn't grow it. It actually does the opposite, it creates distance. But then also, if you are extending this type of grace to people by saying, well, you're not wrong, you're not stupid, you didn't know, and now you know. It was true with what you knew at the time. You also can use that as a boundary or an assertion for yourself. So if you're openly listening to someone and they say something that contradicts something that you believed, which you go, oh, that's true, you're not going to have that same sort of feeling and reaction to say, well, I didn't know, or any kind of angry thing. And if they try to put it on you, see, I told you, you're wrong. You don't have to take it. You say, no, I'm not wrong. I agree with you now, knowing this. From what I knew, that was true. From what I knew up to that point, that was true. I was right to that point. Now, knowing this, the right thing is, the different thing. But ultimately, the arguing about when someone doesn't know that what they're doing or saying is wrong, there's no actual blame for it. You know what I mean? And then the moment that they know that what they're doing is wrong, especially if it changes everything 180, that is the moment they can no longer have that. Because now they know they're doing something wrong. But some people will actually try to say, they'll go, well, I didn't know when it started, But you know now, and you've known for a while. So anyway, some thoughts on there. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well and how you deal with that kind of situation. I think it happens a lot with family and work situations where if you have to see the person or the people, it's better to have a cohesive relationship. And even just suppressing or, oh, let them think what they think, it means it's going to happen again. And being treated disrespectfully, once, maybe you could shake it off. But if it's someone that's going to be in your life for a long time, you shouldn't have to shake it off. But if you do, it'll probably happen again and again and again. And then one day you'll explode at them, you always do this. And by that time it's too late. So it is better to assert earlier and sooner rather than later. If it happens twice, that's the time to say something. And some people will come at you and they'll say, well, you're just nitpicking. Do you know what nitpicking is? Okay, nits are little bugs. And they go in your scalp. And they eat your scalp and they burrow and they lay eggs. And then they hatch other bugs from your scalp. Nitpicking is a favor that other animals do for each other, and they pick out the nits so that the bugs don't fester and burrow and make bigger bugs. Yes, that is nitpicking. And making a little deal out of a little problem prevents it from becoming a big deal and a big problem. Because you can't, if you let something fly for a couple years and then you blow up and they're like, well, I never knew that. Why didn't you say something sooner? No matter what, you cannot go back in time and say something sooner. So even if someone doesn't have a favorable reaction, if you say something early on and they say like, oh, you're nitpicking, one thing, you can give them the truth about nitpicking if you like. But another thing, at least they know where you stand. So then if they're doing it again, they're doing it knowingly and willingly against what you had already said bothers you. Hi, pup. Oh my gosh. Hi, how are you? Come here. Come here, there's a road. Come here, pup. Come here. Hi, pup. Let's see who you belong to. Oh my goodness. Hi. You're so cute. Look at you. Look at you, little guy. Hi. Did you get out of your yard? Did you? Did you get out of your yard? I'll be back.